Hey y'all been sending me the video, told me to react to it. I have my camera here, but it keeps cutting off, so I'm gonna turn it off for now and then turn it back on after when it's time to react. But yeah, apparently women being delusional, this ain't nothing new. Let's get it.
What age do you want your guy to be?
So 20 to 25.
20 to 25?
Yeah.
Married? Does it matter?
No, not married.
What race?
Could be either.
White, black, or Asian?
Is there light skin? Okay.
Brianna, you like white.
Once again, nothing crazy.
So
White guys, all right.
We'll do white.
We'll do white. We'll do white.
There's no in between.
Minimum height.
We could do like 5'11", 5'10".
5'10"?
Yeah.
Obese?
Pretty
No, you
normal.
have to be
Actually,
fit.
Minimum income.
Actually
what's the least
under-
amount?
500K. Wait, what?
500.
500K. Let's do like
500
200. Let's do
200K?
200K, yeah.
Oh, let's just forward.
It's pushing it, right?
All right, so your man falls in at 0.023%, so you're pretty delusional. You're not going to find a guy like that.
I'm delusional. I'm
Yes,
living in a
bitch.
fucking fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, okay,
bitch.
that's lovely. That's lovely.
You got to lower your standards a little bit.
But why is that?
Guys like that don't exist. Almost like a unicorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's lovely.
All right, up next.
What age?
That is appalling, bro. Let's lock this camera. Let's lock this in real quick. Let me see if I can. So honestly, this is nothing new to me. I'm used to seeing the female delusion cycle get worse, right? Women used to have to be not chivalrous, but they had to keep their pussy to themselves because they knew they couldn't be running around like dots and giving it to every male because they wanted to lock down the best male they could. And which was harder because they had lack of options, right? But as soon as social media comes in, since men are visual, all they gotta post is a couple pictures. Now they get a bunch of comments and they're really thinking they're shit. So many times I see women in DMs talking about, oh, how come there's always so much sexy girls and like men are just it's so hard to find a cute guy. But okay, so let me break something down for you, baby girl. Right? If a girl always says, oh no, men are ugly and women live by makeup, right? Makeup, like even if a girl's a 2, she go to a 5. If a guy's a 2, max you could go is maybe 3 or 4 with the haircut. And you know what I mean? You gotta put some serious cash, you gotta get some surgery, lock in the gym. It's harder to look good as a guy if you don't have the genetics, right? For what's an attractive male? Chisel fucking jaw, right? Slim fucking nose, fucking seductive eyes, luscious hair, fucking beard if you're gonna rock that type of cut, right? Be fit. It takes hours and a lot of money to get to the top. And there's sometimes it's unachievable. Like you gotta be over 6 foot. If you're not 6 foot, you can't just magically grow, right? You can take pills when you're young, that might help, but like if you're stuck, you're stuck. Girls would be fat as hell and they put some makeup on their face and then they take pictures from an angle. Being good looking in a female race is easier, right? Even when you go to the gym, what do you got to work on? Your ass and just not be too fat. Just run on a treadmill. Guys got to run on a treadmill, work on your shoulders, biceps, abs. I'm not saying girls don't have to work on it, but it's harder. There's a different threshold. And because a lot of guys are like to feed women lies, and honestly, I don't blame them. They like to feed women lies, so it's easy for them to hit. This delusion doesn't help anybody, right? I have guys in Toronto telling women they're the most beautiful girl in the world, girls that are damn near barely a 2, just because they want to smash. They're us. And these girls actually believe it because if you hear that so many times, you have, I dare you as a guy, find a picture of an ugly girl who's fat and go make a dating app and see how much matches you get in the first day. You're going to get at least 20. Now you as a sexy, handsome, attractive guy, okay, maybe not super sexy because the girls go for 1%. Let's say you're 8. Make the same account like on a dating app and see how much you get. Max, you're going to get maybe 10. Max. Right? It's unfair. So they live by this delusion and the girls don't help each other. Girls don't say, oh, girl, you're getting a little bit fat. You should go to the gym. No, they say, oh, body's tea. Because guess what? Women live in delusion. That's their game, right? When it comes to beating a guy in a fight, they're never going to go punch him. They're going to sleep with him and say, oh, honey, do this. And slowly make him weak over time, slowly make him beta over time. Women aren't real. And the sad thing is, if you keep programming yourself, you start to believe it, right? All the girls are saying, oh, you're so beautiful. Fuck the guy. It's always the guy's fault. It's always the guy's fault. Even when it's not, it's somehow your fault. It's somehow your fault. But as a man, I'm telling you this. If you've given everything your all, your 100%, and there's nothing left, be proud of yourself, man. Be proud of yourself. Right? 500K? Oh yeah. I just want my mom to make a light 500K. And then he calls her delusion. She's like, "What? I'm in the delusion." They can't even accept it. They can't even fathom it. 500K is light, but you tell her ass, okay, you make 500K. No, my man would do that. What man? Which is she's 40. So 100K is fine. Which is she 50. No nigga. She could probably still get a nigga. She's fairly attractive, but right? If she wants to get a guy to marry her with these standards, she's 60. Oh, I'll settle for $30 and a Dollarama menu. I don't know what the fuck that mean, but you know what I'm saying? The delusion is high, Jen. So you gotta realize a lot of times if your woman wants you to argue with her and stuff, you're dealing with someone who's a literal child whose brain. Sure, a lot of women, I know women who are even doctors who act like this. Who act like this, man. So I just want you to know if you are in the gym trying to get your money right, focusing on getting better, and you're still getting curbed, just keep leveling up because in due time, the clock is gonna switch. You're gonna have better options. You're gonna be the one that's turned out all these hoes. And the ones who curved you because they put their expectations way too high, wait till they circle back. And then when that happens, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not saying go out here and damage and ruin people more. Still, you know what I mean? Be a good person if you have to be, but at the same time, who gives a fuck? Be an asshole if you have to be. Because this isn't helping anybody. The world is cold. And it's gonna keep getting colder. So make sure you got your back before anybody. I don't care your mom, dad, sister. Make sure you have your back first. All right. So yes, this is a perfect example. This is a lot of women think like this. And I heard this statistic that I think it was over 50 or 60% of American women are diagnosed with some type of mental illness. The majority of them don't get checked, so this might be even in the 80s. Right? Don't let people who live by their emotion, who bleed once a month and don't die, get to you. I know I sound very negative, but like this is a perfect example. I'm not saying all women are delusional like this because a lot of them aren't. But you have to realize a lot of times when you get curved or a woman stops just replying to you randomly, she might be talking to another guy or she might just be living in her delusion. Right. So, anyways, I'm gonna bounce. I got some work to do. Love y'all, big brother Astro out. And hey, if y'all have any advice on how to set up my camera so I can record while being like on here, that would be awesome. Yeah. Oh shit. Trying to see maybe I could. There's a way to like swap. Whatever. I'll figure this out later.